Hi, Joshua, hi. Okay, hi everyone, welcome to our final day, all right, final day of Project Options Cashflow for the entire month of June. Again, it so happens that today will also be the final month of June, okay, and we do have an option expiry that it's going to happen today, all right, which is the quarterly. Yeah, hi, Maru. Okay, so same drill as per normal. We'll just wait for more people to join us before we kickstart the session proper. All right, hi Kane, hi Irene. Okay, remember as well, if you do have any stocks that you want to bring into question today, all right, get them ready over here when I do open the segment later on. All right, do prompt them up in the comment section. Okay, and we know what to do with them. Okay. All right. So we'll just wait for a couple more people to join us, and then we'll start the session that we have lined up for today. Okay. Today is just going to be a wrap-up session, so it's not going to be too heavy or topical over here. All right, just to let most of you know what's going to happen after Project Options Cashflow. What do we have lined up? All right, in terms of continuing to add value to your journey. Okay, and then what you can look forward in store in the following month ahead of us. Okay. Right. Hi, Ching Kyung. Hi, Sai. Right. Hi, Josephine. Hi, Anthony. Okay, let me get my screen shared up over here. All right. Okay, I think we're ready to get go. So do us the same drill as well. If you are here right now and joining us and in the session watching the video, just click on the share button to share out the videos. So everyone know we'll be wrapping up Project Options Cashflow. Okay, in the same time as well, if they do wish to get started on Project Options Cashflow all over again from day one, right, just head over to our website. Okay, so just head over to our website and then opt themselves into the list over there that we have for Project Options Cashflow. Okay, all right, and then once they opt in, they will be sent from day one all the way to day 30 all over again. All right, so they're gonna get started all the way from day one. Okay. All right, now, so today, like I said, it's going to be lighthearted. So welcome everyone to I'm Possible Investors Project Options Cashflow. Today is going to be the final session that we have lined up for all of you. All right, it has been a really intense month over here for myself doing this project, but I hope it's beneficial to all of you because that is our intention to begin this, right? And stay committed, all right, to your benefit and hope. Fully, we have added value to your investment journey. Okay, just the usual disclaimer, all right, there's risk of loss, so make sure you do your own risk assessment if we do discuss any trades during the session, all right? Now, so today is all about a summary over here, so we want to wrap things up, all right, and then discuss about what's next, okay, what's next, okay. All right, now, so I just wanted to bring something to your attention, okay, something to your attention. Now, so if you do feel that the markets are shooting up at a high right now, that means, of course, we had the COVID market crash, and then after the crash, we've seen, an absolute rally back to where we are right now. Okay, so it has left us, kind of like about 10% off the high that we made earlier this year. Okay, so if you do feel that this is a little bit overdone, all right, a little bit overdone, all right, what you may want to see is you want to, start to think about what kind of trades you can look towards the downside. Okay, now, so just to highlight something that many of you may not already be aware of, right? The first things first is for the Dow Jones. Okay, let's talk about the Dow Jones. I seldom talk about it, all right, but I think it's a good thing that all of you are aware of this as well. So what used to move the Dow Jones? Okay, what was the one stock that moved a lot of the Dow Jones in the past? Was none other than Boeing. All right, so Boeing, which was I think a $300, $400 stock, all right, was moving the Dow Jones almost single-handedly. All right, why? Because Dow Jones is a price-weighted index, which means the more expensive stock have a heavy weightage in terms of the movement of the entire Dow Jones index. Okay, but ever since the COVID crisis, it has brought Boeing down, all right, due to the travel issues. Okay, so Boeing is now down to like 100 plus all over again. But a new stock has taken over Boeing's position, right? So what's this new stock now that is, controlling the Dow Jones, right? It is actually none other than Apple, right? So Apple is commanding the Dow Jones right now. So if you do expect the US market index to collapse or to come up with a round 2 over here, right? You might really want to pay a lot of attention to Apple, okay? All right, so if Apple starts turning down, right, or consecutively a couple of days we start seeing Apple sell off or break some strong support, right, that may signal that we have the next selling wave coming into the market. Okay, right now, so that's just to update all of you about the commanding stock right now that is moving the Dow Jones index. Okay, all right. Now, so that's just to get update for all of you. Okay, now give me a minute over here. I just want to change the slides a little bit. Okay, just wanted to bring the slides out. All right, for all of you. Now, okay, so moving along, what do we have next? Okay, so we have just completed, an entire month of option strategy discussion, all right, and the ins and outs of trading option as a whole. Okay, now, so before I go even further, okay, I hope all of you are aware right now, at least for starters, okay, at least for starters, when you trade options, okay, so when you go out there and trade options, options are traded in the form of contracts. Okay, all right, now, so of course, the minimum contract that you can be trading over here is one contract then. Okay, now, so the question then is one contract of options. Okay, how much does that control? Okay, that actually controls 100 shares. Okay, so pretty much like how you trade stocks over here, right? Everything that you see, including the prices that you witness on the bid and ask, it has to be multiplied by the quantity you're trading, right? And then after that, further by the number of shares that each quantity controls. So if you trade, like for example, a 30-cent option, okay, a 30-cent option does not mean it costs you just 30 cents, but it costs you 30 cents times one option contract times 100 shares. So that's how we get to the calculation of $30 over here. 1, 2, yeah, all right, $30 over here. Okay, now, so that's how options is traded, just to wrap things out and make sure you're aware of that. Okay, all right. We get back over here, either we get all of this off. Okay, just some additional summary as well. What dictates the option prices? So if you have forgotten, option pricing is determined by, first, is there any claim value up front on the strike price that you've chosen? That means if I exchange the option for whatever right it gives me on the stock right now, okay, and I turn around and let go of the stock by closing the position, right? Is there any money to be made? That's what we classify as a claim value. Okay. Now, so after a claim value over here, then the next thing that we need to consider is then the time value. Okay, so claim value plus time value over here. That's how options are weighted. Now, the further out of the money it is, the simple classification is the lower the risk of the lower the probability of the bet becoming a winner. So the lower the probability of success or winning trade over here would mean that the prices of options will actually be cheaper or lower. All right, so option price is a little bit of what we call a probability kind of pricing model. The probability of success will be equal, right, to the premiums that is quoted on those options. Okay, all right, now, so just to move ahead and along over here and update all of you, okay, what's next over here is going to be this. All right, now, Moving on to July, okay, I'm going to actually launch one time every week, right? So once weekly over here, right? A live cash flow with Terrence session, right? That's actually the build up over here we have this month, right? And then following through to next month, where we're going to pick one stock every week, right? And then pick a strategy which is simple enough for everyone to follow, right? So we're going to go and build a portfolio with the stocks that we are going to discuss about. So we are aiming to sell put options, all right? Okay, put options, or all right, hold them as stocks, right? And then start selling calls on them, right? So this is a simple strategy that most would comprehend and most would actually be able to benefit, right, from such a discussion, right? So we're gonna pick one stock every week, all right? We're just gonna establish a trade on them, right? And then we're gonna track how these stocks and trades have performed, all right, along the way, okay? All right, so there's going to be up to 4 stocks, all right, that we'll be trading on in an entire month. Okay, right now, apart from that, we have also launched, all right, just last week itself, all right, once weekly, all right, same as well, once weekly over here, all right, a segment that I've just labeled temporarily as the US stocks tryouts. Okay, so the idea behind this is to analyze, all right, analyze stocks, all right, and then plus what possible trade ideas we can plant, right, in terms of playing out the opportunity on the stock that we have analyzed during the sessions. Okay, right now, so if you wish to not make sure that you won't miss out, right, if you wish to make sure you won't miss out when these 2 sessions are going to be held, all right, every week, okay, because the days are not set, okay, but we will announce the day itself and the time, all right, usually 24 hours before the session, all right, or even way ahead of that. Okay, so once we set the schedule for the week, okay, we will announce the dates in our Telegram channel. Okay, so it'll be a great time right now. You see a QR code on the bottom of the screen. Okay, if you have not done so, please scan the QR code and get yourself added into our Telegram channel. Okay, this is to make sure you'll be notified when these sessions are going to go live. Okay, and you will not be missing out on any of these events over here. Okay, all right, now. So these are just some updates that I want to bring forth to all of you, all right, as we wrap up, the entire month of Project Options Cashflow. Okay, before we reach the kind of almost the final part over here, all right, I would like to open some time over here, like a couple of minutes to kind of Q&A over here for any of you who have some doubts about, option strategy in particular, or, the execution of it, or anything to do with option pricing, right, or what we've discussed over the month of Project Options Cashflow. Okay, so if you do have any questions that is ongoing right now, okay, this will be a good time to start raising them up. Okay, all right, this will be a great time to start raising them up. Okay, all right, anyone with questions that you would like to seek clarification about? Yeah, I'll give a couple of minutes for the questions to get posted up. Okay, all right, now, seems everybody's fine. All right, okay, now, so if I don't have any questions over here, I just want to share some things that are ongoing right now, okay, that, most of you may be aware about, all right, or some of you are still unaware about, okay, and that is, of course, none other than the naming, all right, the naming competition of sorts that we have kind of mentioned over here. Give me a minute. Okay, the naming competition that we have mentioned over here for our US stocks tryouts. Okay, now, so if you head over to my Facebook page, which is Impossible Terrence Tan over here. Okay, that's my Facebook page address. Okay, now I just really help us, come up with what you think is a really, really great name to name the segment for. Right, something that people could relate to over here. Right, and then just type your chain of thought or your name over here that you think would fit best, okay, into a comment section. Okay, all right, into the comment section. Okay, now, and once you have done that also, right, the most popular comment, okay, in terms of naming the segment over here, right, will be entitled, right, to pick up, right, one live trading slot from me, okay, on one of our upcoming live trading events. Okay, all right, now, so we have seen a lot of interesting names coming across over here. Okay, so what you need to do after that is just this. Okay, once you've typed out your comments over here, all right, just make sure you click on the share buttons. Okay, and on top of the share itself, all right, just write down on the note, okay, to get your contacts and your friends over here to like your particular suggestion. Right, so it is going to be the suggestion with the most number of likes over here, okay, on that comment itself. Okay, that will be the eventual winner over here, all right, and being picked. Okay, so we have seen many comments over here that are still without likes, of course. Okay, and we have one over here, all right, from Christine, who is leading the pack right now. Okay, so Christine's comment over here is leading the pack with 5 likes at the moment. Okay, so we encourage the rest of you who have named the segment for us, all right, just do one extra step right now to click on the post itself, all right, and share it out. Okay, and then of course to inform your friends to help you like your suggestion over here. All right, so the live trading event ticket is worth up to $297 US. Okay, so it's going to be a live trading event with me. Okay, so basically get it name over here, right, and then get your friends to like on the comments. Okay, all right, now, so that's just a short thing I want to inform all of you about. Next, I have a question over here. Right, so GLW. Okay, now, so one thing you could do with GLW, let me pull over a little bit. Give me a minute. Just want to bring over and hop over to the brokerage platform. Oops, wrong window. All right, now, so just a question coming up from Sarah. Okay, so Sarah is basically asking, I'm holding on to GLW stocks. Okay, what's the best strategy I can take advantage on during this period? Okay, now the first question you need to ask yourself would be, what's the cost basis? What's the cost price of your GLW stock? Okay, that means yes, you bought the stock or you are assigned the stock for whatever reason. Okay, the question then is how much will you assign? Okay, so that will be the cost basis on your stock itself. Okay, now, so once you've determined the cost basis over here, GLW has had some positive news coming out. Okay, it's just had a new tie-up with one of the big pharmaceutical company, right, to manufacture some glass tubes for them. Okay, so that's like a new added stream to their entire business model. Okay, now GLW, all right, GLW is basically a glass company that's often misunderstood. All right, so glass company that is still valued, right, valued very much as a glass company, right, but few have been able to pick up that they have actually turned, right, or kind of converted themselves, transformed themselves into what we call a glass technology company, right now. Okay, so yes, it may take some time for the valuation to catch up, right? But it's definitely a company that's been around for over 100 years to date, okay, and it's still going really, really strong, okay, and fundamentals wise, of course. Now, so GLW, how will you play? Now, there's a few ways to play right now. One, let's assume that if your cost basis is right on the dot right now, so let's say you bought the stock and the cost basis of your stock cost you about $25 right now. Okay, $25. Okay, one thing you could do is just to go to the nearest monthly expiry. Okay, since you have the stock, all right, to just go out there, all right, and maybe look forward to selling a 26 call option, all right, a 26 call option. Because by doing that, all right, you would notice that the 26 call option will pay you somewhere around 80 cents. Okay, 80 cents. Okay, so yes, while you kept the upside on the stock to 26 over here, right? But in the next 17 days, okay, about 2.5 weeks from now, okay, you are going to get paid 80 cents during that period. Okay, now, so the question is, Terrence, what if, before anything could happen, all right, or sorry, before the expiry date comes, all right, what if GLW actually goes up? Okay, I want to have a little bit more profitability than 26 over here. Okay, now, so if that actually happens, what you could do over here is something like this. Okay, I hope I'm not going to complicate you. Okay, but let's say you did this, right? You did a 25.50 call. Okay, so let's just do this. You did a 25.50 call, which was going to expire this Friday. Okay, so right now, as of yesterday night, the stock rebounded and it has just slightly crossed the 25.50 mark. Okay, so two things can happen. One, you could leave it to expire, right? And somebody is going to take away your stock at 25.50 on Friday. Okay, but if you don't want to let go of the stock at 25.50, what you can do then is this, right? You have sold the call, right? For example, now this is a time where tonight, when the market opens, right, you might want to go back to the market, all right, buy back the call option, right, which means pay to buy back the call option, all right, and then turn around, okay, to the following week or maybe the week after that, right, and then turn around and sell the 26 call option, right? As you realize on my order form over here, okay, what I'm doing over here is I'm closing off the call option that I sold, which is at 25.50, okay, and then I'm returning then after that, okay, to sell a 26 call. So what's the difference there? The difference is, of course, I'm delaying the whole expiry by a week, right? But on top of that, I'm actually trying to raise my capital gain on the stock, right, by a further 50 cents. Okay, so two things can happen after that. By the 10th of July, if GLW reverses from there, okay, I get to keep the premiums, all right, that I've gotten from the both sale over here, the sale of the 25.50 call, and also the sale of this entire combo when I'm trying to switch it around. Okay, which right now says it's worth about 7 cents over here, credit. Okay, that means payable to you. Okay, now, so if it still goes up to 26, all right, there's another choice. The moment it hits 26, or just when it crosses 26, right, you will need to do the same action again. And then maybe you'll be able to roll it by another 50 cents, all right, but the time frame has to shift out by a further week again. Okay, now, so this allows you to raise that profitability a little bit, all right, on the final price that you're committed to selling off the share. Okay. Right now, so this is something you could think about over here in terms of the GLW stocks that you're owning, right? Otherwise, if you're happy to just leave it over there and sit tight on it, right, and let it appreciate in terms of capital gains wise, that is also fine as well. So it depends on, are you trying to drive some cash flow while holding on to it, or you're happy just leaving it to sit in your account, okay, because it is a dividend paying stock. Right, it pays almost to the tune of 88 cents, right? 88 cents in a year right now. Okay, so the dividend frequency is quarterly. Okay, so 88 cents over here. Okay, all right. Okay, Sarah, I hope I answered your question over here. Now I remember. Okay, now I've mentioned it many times, but nobody has brought it up. If you want to short sell a particular stock, okay, on the US brokerage platform, you are actually allowed to. Okay, but please be aware, right, before you do so over here, all right, to pay very big attention to this, right, 3 alphabets over here at the top. Okay, because as you can see, when I mouse it over, right, it clearly tells you that this is a stock that is easy to borrow. Because if you're going to short sell a stock, okay, if you're going to short sell a stock that you do not own, you have to borrow the stock from someone who actually has it so that you are able to sell it off. Okay, all right, now, so this will be an easy stock to borrow. Let's see what could possibly be a difficult one. All right, this is easy as well. All right, this is easy as well. I'm trying to figure out what might not be an easy one. There we go. All right? Now, so if you look at Hertz right now, okay, Hertz is of course a company that is declared, bankruptcy status, but then it's turning around and trying to do a lot of things to survive right now. Okay, but you could see at the corner over here, all right, it says hard to borrow. Right now, hard to borrow means there are not a lot of people who have opted to loan out their stocks. So if you want to go ahead and short sell the stock, okay, you might have difficulties when you're trying to buy it back. Okay, all right. So make sure when you're trying to short sell a stock, all right, outright on the broker's platform, right, you do not do it on stocks that actually have this in red. Okay, hard to borrow. Okay, all right, do not do that. Okay, so just some value add over here. Okay, any further questions from anyone? Right? No? Okay, let me just check on my Facebook feed over here. All right, if there's any further question that did not pop up. Okay. All right. Yes, there is a question that did not pop up. All right. So I'm going to, it just came up. Sorry. Okay. All right. Now, so holding a sell call option on Tesla at 6:30. I did a call spread earlier. They went above the spread. Okay. Sell call option on Tesla. Sorry, I'm just trying to understand this part over here. Okay, at 6:30, all right, with expiry in September. There is actually very little that you can do at the moment because the stock is way above right now. Okay, and with the way Tesla is being touted, all right, it could continue to go up further, or it could of course it could come down as well. Right now, so the thing right now it's tough. All right, it's tough because you have a naked call and you are right now in the crux of the most dangerous things that we said when you are going naked. All right, which is when it has an explosive move upwards, you need to execute the cut loss. Right, selling call options is something over here where you can't hang on to that losing trade because when stocks are momentum based, right, they can go as high and as crazy as they could be, right, before they eventually turn. Okay, so I'm not saying that Tesla won't turn, all right, because of course if we have the entire market selling off, right, this could bring Tesla down, right? But at the moment, all right, Elon Musk seems to be in control, right? He's the hottest play right now as well. So as long as Tesla stays hot, right, there's little that's gonna seem to be able to make the stock come down, all right. And the next biggest risk you'll be facing is we have an upcoming earnings seasons coming ahead of us. So if Tesla is going to perform outstandingly during the next earning call, right, it may cause the stock to surge higher, all right, to the tune of another 5 or 10%. Okay, now so you would have to weigh out, all right. If it's my context right now, I would have to say you have to weigh out the risk of realizing the loss at the moment, all right. That means to take the loss right now. Right, versus leaving it there and hoping that the market will turn. Okay, all right. Now, so that's something you could look at over here. Alternatively, you have a sell call option. All right, if you really want to hang on to it for some downside, what you can consider doing, all right, is to sell some put spreads. Okay, possibly sell some put spreads on Tesla over here. On a month-to-month basis all the way out to September, all right, to try to make up or collect some credits for the losses on the call option right now. Okay, but that only in Chinese we'll call it 治标不治本. All right, now that is only going to help you recuperate a little bit, but it does not solve the ultimate problem because you still have a sell call option that is naked right now. Okay, all right. If it was a call spread, you have less to worry about. Okay, but because it's naked, all right, so the upside risk is actually very substantial, which is something I do not favor as well. Okay, All right. Now, I hope that kind of helps you a little bit in terms of your Tesla trade management over here. Okay. All right. Josephine, what are the steps required to short sell? You can just click on the sell button and go ahead. All right. It's just a margin traded format. So the US brokerage itself will handle everything for you. Okay. The US brokerage is slightly different, where all the stocks are actually held with the brokerage itself. Okay, so sometimes when it's hard to borrow on a particular platform, it doesn't mean that it will be the same on every platform, right? Because it just means that the customer base that they have right now, okay, there are not many owners of this particular stock. Okay, so if you short sell on, for example, TD Ameritrade, right? TD Ameritrade itself doesn't have a lot of shares to lend it out to you. Okay, so that's why it's trying to simplify over here. Okay, all right, now if you really want to sell, just click on, like the bid price over here on the stock column right at the top. All right, and it'll bring out a sell order. And as long as you have the sufficient margin to support the trade, it is as good as done. Okay, all right, Josephine. Okay, just a last glance over here if I have any further questions. All right, welcome, Javon, welcome. All right, seems like that's it, or that's what I'm seeing on my screen right now. Okay, so welcome, Josephine. Okay, there we go. Okay, all right, now, so yesterday I mentioned this, all right, I've got the logos right this time, so I'm just going to mention this one more time over here. All right, we are planning and putting final pieces of puzzle in place for a live trading event, right? So this live trading event will be hosted by me, all right? So you get an opportunity to trade live together with me in live market environments, all right? Of course, in the US hours, so we'll be trading at hours like 10 p.m. to maybe about 11 p.m., all right, on a consecutively day-to-day basis. Now, so the program has names to the tune of Cashflow Gone Mad, all right, which is an intensive live trading environment, all right, or the Impossible Options Cashflow Fast Track Mentorship, all right. So if you're not within our community itself, you should be looking at the Fast Track Mentorship to get updated on how to be an option seller, right? So that's kind of like a mentorship plus live trading environment. Okay, if you are already our graduates, look for the launch of our Impossible Cashflow Gone Mad. That's just an intensive live trading event, all right, where we sell options over here over the course of an entire week. Okay, so if you want to jump in on the first launch over here, please make sure you head over to our website, okay, impossible.investors.com. All right, you would see these two logos over there on the side, all right, Cashflow Gone Mad as well as Fast Track Mentorship, right? Click on it, all right, and opt yourself on the wait list over here, okay, and you'll be notified once the event is ready to go. Okay, so once the event is ready to go, you'll be notified if you are on our wait list over here. Okay. Let me see. All right, Maureen. All right, so Maureen brought up a new stock, a new ticker, ACI. All right, what are our thoughts? Okay, Maureen, I'll take note of this particular stock, and maybe we'll run it in one of our upcoming US stock tryout session. Okay, so if it is worth following up over here, we may be following it further in our US stock tryout session. Okay, because we would need time to have a look at it. Right, just from the symbol itself, I actually have no idea what's the company's name even. Okay, all right. Other than you telling me it's a supermarket, all right, but I have no idea what it represents or what's the name of the company. Okay, so let me go into and have a look at what ACI is. All right, and then after that, if it's worth pursuing, we might actually put it up in one of our US stock tryout sessions. Okay, all right, Maureen. All right, nope, that's wrong. Okay, we are officially at the end of our final session for the entire month of June. Okay, this wraps up Project Options Cashflow thank you very much for each and every one of you who have been following us, okay, throughout the entire month. It's been intense for both me and I'm very sure for yourself as well. Okay, one thing we want to make sure is we hope, right, as much as possible, we have added value, right, in the form of your options trading and your options knowledge. Okay, for those who are new with us, right, and are here right now because you have heard about the event itself. We hope you like options as a whole itself and see how it could be beneficial to planning an investment portfolio around options itself. Okay, so if you wish to find out more, just head over to our website, impossibleinvestors.com, right? Or at the same time, scan the QR code that you see at the corner of the screen. Okay, scan the QR code that you see on the corner of the screen. That would bring you to our Telegram channel. Okay, and get yourself added into our Telegram channel itself to be notified on upcoming events, okay, and topics that we'll be covering over here. Okay, all right, thank you very much. All right, thank you, Jacqueline, for letting me know that. Okay, the whole idea is to make sure that we bring value over here. All right, and thank you for letting us know that we did. Okay, now, so if you feel that we have added value to you, just tell your friends, head over to our website. All right, they too, all right, can join themselves in or opt themselves in for Project Options Cashflow. Okay, so they will be sent from day 1 all the way to day 30, okay, day by day over the course of the next 30 days. Okay, all right, so do share with your friends as well if you found it useful to you. Okay, and I look forward to our next session for US stock tryouts, right, as well as we might actually kickstart, all right, from next week onwards, okay, the live cash flow with Terrence over here. Okay, all right, so get yourself into the Telegram group, get yourself notified when we are ready to launch. Thank you very much once again for being with us over here this evening. Okay, and bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. See you soon again. All right, thank you, Jacqueline. All right, thank you very much. Thanks, Kate. All right, bye-bye, everyone.